Dude, hey, let me tell you guys something. You guys want me to tell you something about my dad? So my parents didn't have electric for 3 days. My parents didn't have any sort of electricity or whatever. All their stuff went out for 3 days. Because I was talking to my mom before stream. Uh, so check this out. All the stores and everything in the area were closed. Everything was shut down. But you know what? You know what my dad did? My dad, even still, when he opened up the store like 8 hours a day on those days we didn't have power, because it was the only store in the area that was open. Because my parents are kind of out, like they're not like in the city, right? They're not in Dallas. So my dad still goes and opens up the store anyway, and like, and it's like what I was talking about before. Where like you see these gas stations and stuff open. I was talking about this while I was driving the other day on stream. Where like it's so bad. Like the situation is so bad, but these people still show up to work, and like people are like, oh well, it's the only store open. They're gonna make a lot of money. It's not always like that, right? Especially when it's really, really bad. Like people aren't driving, people aren't sitting at home, but like there's some people that there's like essentials, there's things that they need or they feel like they need, and like there's nowhere open to get it. Like I went 2 days. I barely ate anything for 2 days personally, right? Because like we kept trying to go places, and it was anything we did eat was like junk food. Like we didn't have like hot food for like 2 days, for example, right? Now I'm lucky. I'm fortunate, personally, because we know people, and okay, this person's house went out. Go to this house. Go to that house, right? It was still bad for us, but I know that I'm fortunate. But like that's why whenever I did get a chance to go somewhere and like buy something, like I went to that Indian restaurant, right? And I walked in there and they freaking like rolled out the red carpet for me whenever I showed up, because I spent $300 on food. But I didn't just spend $300 on food because we were all going to eat $300 worth of food, because we didn't. Now we saved some of it and we heated up later or whatever if people wanted. It's over at Mizkip's house. Half the reason I spent that much on food was because like I know that these places are getting barely any business, but they're putting themselves at risk and all that stuff. So it's like I said, I'm very fortunate, and it's like a way of like paying it forward. Does that make sense? Because it's like the best you can do is give them business. It's the same reason why, like, if I go to a gas station, if I'm driving and I go to a gas station, I never just go to a gas station to go to the bathroom. Like, if I go to the bathroom, sorry, I explained that weird, but if I go to the bathroom, I go and I make sure to buy something. It might be like a pack of gum, it might be a bag of chips, it might be something, right? Um, but like that's kind of like I told this story like 2 or 3 days ago, right? Whenever I was driving, um, but it's the same thing. It's just because like that's how I was raised, like because I saw that with my dad, and it's in my brain. Does that make sense? So did you leave a tip or not? No, I gave them an autograph and I said, "Hey, you're welcome." And they're like, "Who the hell are you?" And then they kicked me out of the store. Yeah, driving streams are really chill. What's up, Betsy Boo?